How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Today we have with us a pro trader, and we're going to go through his views on the market right now in the short term, maybe more in the medium term. So, throughout the summer, throughout the end of the year, and then end of cycle. We'll also talk about when he's planning on selling, amongst other things, too, that he sees in the market right now. I'm going to let him explain a little bit about himself, and then we'll get right into the content. If you don't mind, though, let me know in the comment section if you like these kinds of videos where I bring on a guest. You can let me know by telling me that in the comment section or hitting the like button, hitting the subscribe button as well. Now, if you like this kind of content too, if you like what Dylan has to say, there are links underneath the video where you can get his content free. He actually works with CoinW as a pro trader there, so they hire him to help their traders. So there will be a link to CoinW underneath the video where you can sign up and start depositing. There's no KYC. You don't need to tell them exactly who you are or anything like that. And then once you're signed up, you can use the link underneath that link to get into the free trading group on Telegram, where Dylan's there every day giving some of his views on the market. Dylan, I really appreciate you jumping on the channel. Before we get started and look at the market, I know you're a pro trader at CoinW, but maybe you can give us a little background on yourself and maybe explain why you chose to join CoinW.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me. I do appreciate you having me on today. Yeah, a little bit about myself. I started trading in 2018, and I started with Forex, so actually mainly just gold, and yeah, only really traded gold back in 2018. And then in 2021, I started trading both Forex and crypto because I realized that obviously the bull market in 2020 it was popping off, and I wanted to get involved in the crypto market. A lot of people were speaking about it, so I thought, yeah, I might as well try trade crypto, and I actually converted myself from Forex to crypto, and it was a very easy transition because I know most traders, when they trade different commodities or different asset classes, their strategies kind of work for both. So my strategy actually worked for Forex and crypto. Obviously, a little bit of adjustments, but yeah, it was quite an easy transition. And yeah, ever since then, I've been trading for myself. And then CoinW, I started 1.5 years ago. I actually started with them in South Africa for around about 3 months, and then they told me to come to the headquarters in Dubai. And yeah, it's been a crazy journey, and I've loved it ever since.
That's awesome. I guess we should start on the actual market analysis here.
Yeah.
Obviously, the last few days have freaked out a lot of newer investors. I don't know if all the seasoned investors are still here. I'm guessing so. But I'm curious your thoughts on the market right now. Like, where's Bitcoin going, maybe more short term, and who's really pushing the market right now, I guess?
Yeah, so let me just share my screen quickly, and then I'll show you exactly what I'm looking at today. So basically, if you look at my chart now, this is my current prediction for Bitcoin. I do think that there might be a little bit more downside. I have a level here at 51K, right? So I've been waiting for this candle to close below this range. So obviously, when you look at Bitcoin, it's kind of just been consolidating between 73 and around about 60K. And we actually closed back below this level now with a nice daily candle closure and even tapping into the low 56K. So I want to see the reaction of Bitcoin at around about 55K because there's a lot of orders sitting there. So I want to see the liquidations and see if there might be a bit more buying power. But as long as we stay below 61 to 60K, I do think that there might be downside. So the potential, what I'm looking at is, so my target is around about 51, but I want to see if we can maybe come back up to 60K and then retest this level. And then if we get a nice reaction over here, then I'll be looking at quite a nice short back down. But to be honest with you, I'm not really trading Bitcoin now because of what's happening. I kind of need to wait to see a bit more reaction. And I want to see if we can maybe close back above the range. So if Bitcoin closes back above 60 to 61K, then this idea is invalidated. Okay. So I will be actually flipping more to the long side, and then I'll be actually going all in on the alts because this could be the temporary bottom, right? Because a lot of people right now don't know, like I don't even know if this is the bottom or not. Like no one really knows. So I am being a little bit optimistic. I don't want to go all in on the alts, go all in on Bitcoin right now, I do think that we might see a little bit lower, because if you look at like previous price action and previous data history, we only really see the rally happening 3 to 6 months after the halving, and we only around about like a month in. So there still is around about 2 more months that we might see a correction. So I'm kind of just sitting on the sidelines a little bit. I am putting a little bit of money into the altcoins, not really Bitcoin, because we all know that Bitcoin dominance. I'll quickly show Bitcoin dominance, but Bitcoin dominance chart has just been pumping way too hard lately. But what's actually very interesting is this level here. So if you look at Bitcoin dominance for the last 18 months, right? Last 18 months, we've had a massive uptrend, and we're actually starting to break below over here. So I am looking at a few altcoins now to actually get involved in. My one pick is HBAR. I actually bought some yesterday, and I'll show that later because that is one of the questions. But yeah, Bitcoin dominance broke below this key level, which is very, very important because this is going to give a lot more opportunity for the altcoins to rally a bit harder, because we haven't really seen an altcoin rally like we used to see in the last bull market. So yeah, that's my current thoughts. I do think that we might see, maybe a different niche like the AIs pop off, the GameFi. So I'm going to be watching them closely, but this is really, really bullish for the altcoins. So that's kind of my take. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so H bar in the altcoin market, we'll hit on that. We'll also
Yeah.
hit on some other coins that maybe you're looking at. But what about if we zoom out a little bit? So you
Yeah.
said 3 to 6 months from now, maybe we make a rally. Where do you see us maybe end of year?
Okay. Yeah, that's a good question. So I do think so. If you look at like the weekly time frame, this is also another. Obviously, if you're looking at a higher time frame analysis, right, you kind of have to look at the higher time frames, like the monthly and the weekly, and then also when you're looking at this, you can see that we haven't actually retested this previous level here at 51. But if we retest that, then I do think that we could potentially come up to like the 80K to the 90K at the end of the year, because we might. It depends on how much volume comes in the market. If the Ethereum ETF gets approved, there's a lot of factors at play here. But yeah, for me, I'm trying to be optimistic. I can't really give a prediction on where we're going to be at the end of the year. But if price plays out to what I expect it to do, then we can see like an 80 to 90K Bitcoin by the end of the year.
Okay. Do you mostly focus on shorter time frames or
Yeah.
medium time frames?
Yeah, so mine, I'm a scalp trader, so just basically smaller time frames, but I use the higher time frames to get like my magnet levels, so my key strong levels. Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about the end of cycle analysis, but we'll save that for a little bit further in the video. Keep
Yeah.
people here. And by the way, everyone that's watching, if you like Dylan and you like the content right now, you can go sign up for CoinW underneath the video. There you can get some free content from him and coverage pretty much daily, right? You said that you make trades every day because you are
Yeah.
a copy trader as well, right?
Exactly. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Great.
yeah, I think we obviously have the Telegram group where I post signals every day. For people that are new to trading, we actually train people how to trade, and all of that is for free. So yeah.
Great. Great. Now let's move over to H bar if you're good with that. And
Yes.
I'd like to hear about H bar specifically, but then also we'll get into like how you use spot versus leverage after that.
Perfect. Yeah, so this is why I'm so bullish on H bar. Okay. So if we look at the weekly time frame, let's have a look here, right? So this level here at around about 0.9 was a very, very strong support in 2022, and then it flipped into resistance. And you can see we couldn't break above that level. We came down. Then we tried to break it again in December 2023. We couldn't break it. We came back down. And then whenever we close above this level, what tend to happen is we get a pump, right? So right now, on the daily and the weekly time frame, we are actually above this level. So I'm expecting, even the last couple of days, we had that massive run up, and luckily, which is what I was waiting for, we had a beautiful daily retest. So I actually got in yesterday at this level, because this is one of the strongest levels for H bar. You can see how price always bounces from the zone. So yeah, I'm bought some H bar at this level, because even if you look at HBAR relative to the whole crypto market, it is more up than most of the other coins. So I do think that it is performing way better than the whole market. And yeah, I'm really bullish on HBAR. So I'm not telling people to buy this, but it's one of the coins that I'm looking at. Yeah.
Now, how much of this is leverage trading or trading short term versus maybe just spot buying? Is it all leverage and trading?
No, so I have like different portfolios. So my spots this is for spot H bar. I wouldn't trade this on I could actually use like a 5x for example, but I don't do that. I just use my scalping strategy for my leverage account and then my spot strategy for long-term gains. Yeah, so I kind of differentiate with that.
Sure. Okay. Are there any other alts that you're paying attention to right now or anything that you're buying?
Yeah, so I'm looking at TAO. So it's a real world asset coin, and I'll show you the chart here quickly. Let's have a look at the weekly. So obviously this is on Binance, so it's a little bit different, but basically this coin is one of the leading RWA coins out there, and I do think that it has a lot of potential. We are currently, if we close like this on the daily time frame, this would be one of the we had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, almost 10-day bearish streak. So if we can close above like 400 tomorrow, then I'll be looking at buying some TAO, because we all know like if Bitcoin kind of just goes sideways, some of the altcoins have a little bit of relief, and we know that Bitcoin dominance is finally coming down. So that's kind of why I'm not really going to look at Bitcoin. I don't really care what Bitcoin's doing, because I just want to look at Bitcoin dominance, and then whatever that is doing, then I'm going to be going into the altcoin. So TAO is one of them. And then the other one that I'm looking at is it is TON, right? So this is the Telegram coin, and basically it is currently at support, right? So you can see how much this coin has pumped since like this year, beginning of this year, and we are currently retesting this previous support. So for me, this is a good opportunity here. I mean, we can look at a potential of around about 40 to 50% within the next couple of weeks if you had a buy at this level. And what's beautiful about this level is we didn't actually close below the zone, right? If price closed below 4.845, then I would have been like, okay, ton's got a lot lower. But because we actually, we're bouncing from the support, then it's a good token. The value is there. We all know that everyone using Telegram, the users is gaining significantly throughout the year, especially because of crypto. So I do think that TON is ready for a bounce from this level.
Cool. A lot of people just like to look at the coins that they're buying, but I'm sure that you have a plan for when you'll probably sell the tokens as well, or the cryptos. Maybe you want to go into that a little bit. If
Yeah,
it's
sure.
either more time oriented or if it's price oriented, that'd be great.
Yeah, sure. So basically this chart here, USDT dominance, I use this chart pretty much every single day to trade, and I love to use this to actually get in and get out of the market, because this chart is the inverse of what's happening in crypto, right? So when you trade Bitcoin versus USDT, whatever happens to USDT, the opposite happens to crypto. So when this pumps, then Bitcoin goes down, right? So the last couple of days, we've had a massive run up, and on my Telegram and my Twitter, I was saying at this level over here, we could potentially be in for a massive dump for crypto, and we did have that massive dump because USDT actually bounced from this resistance / support. Okay, so when I'm going to get out of the market, well then it's a little bit different, but I would probably also look at this chart and kind of see the relativeness to what the actual market's doing. But my strategy is more of like, if Bitcoin hits like 150K, then I'll be start to selling off some of my altcoins and then wait for like another, because we all know in the bull market there's going to be massive pumps and then 20% down, and then you can accumulate massive pump, 20% down. So I'm kind of just going to wait for Bitcoin to hit like 150K, and then I'll start to get out of the altcoins, and then wait for like another move down, and then start going in again. So that's kind of like my strategy for this bull market.
Okay. Is there going to be a time where you're completely out of altcoins or out of the market in general, or no? And then just scalping, I suppose.
I mean, yeah. So what my plan is, obviously, I do think that Bitcoin eventually will become like a stable coin. So I don't think, but obviously the altcoin a little bit different, because altcoin, there's new altcoins every single day. So I do think if you stay involved in crypto, you can actually grab other coins and sell the ones that you're previously in, and using those profits to buy newer altcoins. So personally, I like crypto way too much to actually get out fully. I don't think I will get out. I mean, eventually there might be some event that happens that maybe, I don't know, but I don't think I will get out. No.
Sure. Let's give the people what they want, which is a pro trader telling them about the end of the cycle. If there is going to be an end of the cycle, where do you think maybe Bitcoin tops out? Where do you think, I don't know, HBAR tops out, or some of the cryptos that we've talked about here today? Maybe even Solana, Ethereum, whatever you want to talk about.
I do want to actually speak about Solana, but I'll first speak about Bitcoin here. So I do think that we're going to top at around about like 150, around about 100 to like 150. This could be a potential top. I don't have the chart that I was looking at. I did a whole analysis on the pre-cycle, but essentially 100 to like 150 are my levels for the top for Bitcoin. And obviously that those are, a lot of people are looking at those levels, but for me, I do think that 100K Bitcoin, you kind of do need to start to sell off some of your portfolio at those levels. And then for Solana, let's have a look quickly. So basically, what I'm looking at for Solana is this, right? So Solana has obviously been one of the most performing coins out there recently. It's pumped back up to 204 and then came back down. And I do think that we've retested this previous high at like 116, but I do think that Solana is probably going to go to like 500. And if it hits 500, then I'm going to look to sell my Solana. I am really bullish on Solana because, I mean, the ecosystem is just really, really strong. A lot of people mainly use Solana. The only thing that I do worry about with Solana is the withdrawal timing. So sometimes they do halt withdrawals. So I do need to touch on that and see what's happening there in the future, because that could definitely be an issue. But I do think that Solana could reach the definitely all-time high, and probably around 500. I'll sell all my Solana and look for other opportunities. And then HBAR, I really, really bullish on HBAR. I do think that we could easily see an all-time high very, very soon. You can see over here 0.32. It's around about 200% from the current price. And what a lot of people don't understand right now is the altcoin market has dropped like 40 to 50% in the last like couple days, right? So even if you had to get in now and it still goes down 10%, 20%, you're going to look back in like 2 to 5 years, and it won't even matter what your entry price is, because like it won't affect like the gains. You would only be like 5% lower than what you would have been. So I do think that even if this is not the bottom, I still think that getting in now or putting in some, that's what I'm doing. I'm putting in some now because I don't want to miss the bottom. And then the last coin is XRP, because XRP, a lot of people still don't like XRP because it's been around since the beginning. But the thing is, it's in a 7-year downtrend, right? Right now, it's still in this 7-year downtrend, and I'm waiting for it to break, right? If XRP breaks this level, we all know that XRP can pump hard, right? From this level here, it pumped, almost 400% in like a couple of days. Then we had this massive pump around about 70% in one day, and then we had this pump over here, which was around about 90% in one day. So when XRP pumps, it pumps. So I'm accumulating XRP. It's still in the top 10 cryptocurrency. It's definitely going to do well. And obviously the lawsuit is almost over. So once that happens, I think it's going to pop like really hard. So those are the main coins I'm looking at.
Great. I've talked about that too on the channel before, that sometimes it's not about time. Well, it's never about timing the exact bottom, but making sure that you have enough put into the market so that it actually matters. Because a lot of the time it's just having enough size and enough in the market before we start pumping that it makes a difference at the end of the day. Dylan, thanks so much for coming on. I'm sure we're going to have you back on the channel because I'm sure people are going to love this. Where can people find out a little bit more information about you or connect with you, be able to trade?
Yeah. So on CoinW, if they want to look at like my copy trading account, you just click on copy trading. This is me over here, Dylan. I've been doing copy trading for 480 days. And this percentage is based on a monthly basis. So yeah, obviously like my style is very short term, but I make sure that my gains are more than my losses. So if you do look at my profile, you can actually see that I have a 71% win rate. So they can see me over here. And yeah, I'll give you my Twitter. Maybe they can follow me there.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, I do appreciate you having me on. Thanks so much.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, we're going to have you back on. Everyone, go follow him on Twitter and check out the links underneath the video so you can start trading with him, because you can get access to him, which most exchanges don't let you do. So thank you so much. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.